There's a fascinating connection in the Midrash between the pasuk of Az Yashir Moshe and the Jewish people being in Marah, where the water was too bitter to drink. The Midrash points out that previously Moshe had used this word Az, Ume'az Bati El Paro, to complain against Hashem and say, Hashem, you've just made it more difficult for the Jewish people. And the question is, what does Az Yashir Moshe, Ume'az Bati El Paro, what does that all have to do with the story of the Jewish people in Marah? And I heard a beautiful answer many years ago, which always stuck with me. And I think it's really, really profound. A person often, before he gets a Yeshua, he has to go through something a little bit more challenging, something a little bitter, before he gets to taste the sweetness of the Yeshua, of the salvation. I'll bring this out with a little story I recently heard. Someone that I know was doing some construction on his home, and the laborers that were working there initially ended up quitting on the job. He had to bring in a new laborer to do the bathroom. And the tile man came in and said, you basically have to replace all the tiles. They weren't done correctly, they weren't straight, they weren't cut with the right machines, etc. And he decided, the owner of this home, decided to also swap around this location of the toilet seat and the sink for convenience of the location. In the process, the plumber realized that there was no elbow drain installed under the bathtub. Thereby, for the first time, this owner would be in his home and he turns on the bathtub, what would happen is the water would come pouring straight from the second floor into his first floor dining room. Sometimes before a person gets a Yeshua, he goes through something bitter. But the point is to understand and realize that the challenge that's thrown his way is often the way through which the Yeshua ends up coming. There's a pasuk that says, "V'habotech b'Hashem." Someone that trusts in God, Chesed yisavevenu. Chesed will surround him. What does this mean? I heard a beautiful explanation for this. A person who is sick is going through pain, and sometimes he has to take medicine, which is also very bitter and uncomfortable, and he's unable to take it in its raw form. So what they do is put it in a capsule which contains the bitter flavor, and thereby he's able to take the medication that will end up bringing him his healing. The same is true with someone that's Boteach b'Hashem. If you trust in Hashem that everything Hashem does for you is for your best, it's always chesed, always chasdeh Hashem, then you'll realize that the chesed surrounds the bitterness, and you'll be able to understand and have context for all the difficult things you go through. Instead of saying, I don't need this right now, say, this is exactly what I need right now. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbos, Lo Mishayin Shabbos.